Hello guys, welcome to Manage. Today we are going to solve another CR question taken from Gmatclub. Let's get started. Jordan says if a business invests the money necessary to implement ecologically sound practices, its market share will decrease. But if it does not implement these practices, it pollutes that environment and wastes the resources. Okay, so Jordan is saying that if you do this, this bad thing will happen. If you do not do this bad thing will happen. Now Terry says, but if consumers demand environmental responsibility of all businesses, no particular business will be specially hurt. Now Terry says that if consumers start demanding that we want environmental responsibility from your end, all the businesses will have to follow it. So no particular business will be hurt and there will become such an ecosystem only. Okay. In which of the following exchanges is the logical relationship between Jordan's and Terry's statement most similar to the logical relationship between their statements above? First, let's try to visualize what has been given here. So, here is Jordan, here is Terry. Jordan says, if this is one activity that has to be done. If it is done, then a bad thing A will happen. If it is not done, then bad thing B will happen. So the activity is implementing the ecologically sound practices. If you do it, then bad thing A will happen, which means the market share will decrease. If you do not do it, then bad thing B will happen, which is that environmental will get hurt. Now Terry says, if consumers start demanding environmental responsibility, so Terry is introducing something new. If this is present, then first of all they will have to abide because they will have to fulfill their customers' demands. So bad thing B has been sorted out, that now they are following environmental friendly practices. No particular business will be specially hurt, so bad thing A will also get taken care of because the market share of that company was decreasing because it was the only one which is going beyond its ways to provide a environmental friendly product. So Terry is solving both the problems. We have to find a parallel to this structure. Let's get to the options. Jordan, either it will rain and our plans for a picnic will be thwarted, which means you can say cancelled, or it won't rain and the garden will go yet another day without much needed watering. It is following the same structure, right? If this happens, trip is cancelled, bad one, bad A. If it does not happen, bad B happens, the garden suffers. Now Terry says, but if it does not rain, we can buy a hose and water the garden with the hose. Now Terry is saying, let's say it does not rain. So bad thing A has been taken care of. We can go to the trip because the trip was getting cancelled because of the rain. Plus we can buy the hose, which is he's introducing the new thing, which is the hose. And by using the hose, we can prevent the bad thing B also, that we can water the garden. So it is very in lines with what the question is asking, but still we won't jump to conclusions and we will just put it on hold because I'm not seeing any problem here. Jordan, each person can have either an enjoyable life or a long life, for one must eat vegetables and exercise continuously to stay healthy. Jordan says, you can have this or you can have this, which is enjoyable or long life. Because if you want a healthy life, which you can correlate with long life, you must eat vegetables and exercise continuously. What about enjoyable? Does it go without saying that doing this is not enjoyable? We can't have such assumptions, right? So I see a very big flaw here, but let's see what Terry has to say. That's not true. There are many happy, health conscious people. Now Terry is also making a mistake here. He is not introducing something new like the water hose which was introduced in the previous option. So no, this is not a right option. If taxes are raised, many social problems could be solved. So if you do this, a good thing will happen. But if they are lowered, the economy will grow again. If you do not do it, another good thing will happen. So we can't have both social reform and growing economy. There's a big problem here. There, he was giving two problems. If you do this, that bad thing happens. If you do not do this, another bad thing happens. Here we are given two good things which are happening. So this itself is the problem, the Jordan's part. But still, let's take a look at Terry. But if taxes remain at their current level, neither social problems nor the economy will get worse. Okay, now Terry says if you maintain the taxes at the current levels, so the social problems or economy, nothing will get worse. This is not Terry said previously that if you do not do anything, then nothing bad will happen. Jordan is a big flaw here, but Terry is also not following that structure. Jordan has made it absolutely wrong option. Jordan, if we remodel the kitchen, the house will be more valuable. So Jordan says if we do something, a good thing will happen. But even if we do, there's no guarantee that we will actually get more for the house when we sell it. There's no other option presented here. It's an extension of this only, that it can go both ways, right or wrong, which means we might get a good price, we might not get a good price. This has distorted the whole structure. You can just cancel it from here also only. You do not need to read Terry here. Jordan, if the dam spillway is opened, the river might flood the eastern part of the town. Okay, Jordan says if this activity is done, bad thing will happen. But if the spillway is not opened, the dam might burst. Okay, if you do not do this, bad thing B will happen. Pretty relatable to the actual passage, so I don't see any problem here. There's no real danger of the dams bursting. Now Terry says that there's no danger of the dams bursting, so you need not worry about that. But if we get more heavy rain, opening the spillway is the most prudent policy. This is not what Terry said there. Here this person is actually being submissive. Firstly, he is saying, you do not worry, because the condition is not that bad. Then he says, even if it gets that bad, then opening the spillway is more prudent, because you can have this harm instead of that harm. That is what he's saying. Most prudent means out of the options we have, we are choosing one. He's not presenting a new option. So no, this is not the structure we are looking for. Answer is A only.